I'm sorry that I have something that you don't. Well, I'm actually not sorry, and it's okay that if you envy me, okay? I know. But I want to just tell you something. I got the greatest in the world nieces and nephews. I mean, these folks are cool. And I was spending some time with a couple of my nephews a couple months ago, and we were talking about God, and they were asking me questions about life, and we were having an amazing conversation. And my condo is on the 5th floor, and it overlooks the ocean, and we're having this great, meaningful time. And it's time for it to end, and we get up and we're ready to walk out, and I'm going to walk them back to their beach house. And suddenly, my nephew can't find his phone. And I look at him and I say, I wonder if it fell off the balcony and ended up down on the ground. And so we looked out over the fence, and way down there we saw a little black object, and we thought it was his phone. Now, my other nephew, he actually did an internship with Apple. So he actually understood and was paying attention in a part of the studies which says how far can an average phone fall and actually survive the impact without getting messed up. I can tell you from the research where that phone was in deep, deep trouble. Here we are just talking about God and believing in God and doing nothing wrong, and all of a sudden, just simply being human, something happens and boom, we lost an expensive phone that I knew he wasn't rolling in it and didn't have a lot of money to take care of. So as we figured it out, we thought, let's get going, and we wanted to go down. And as we walked down the hall, I prayed for that phone. And I said out loud so that my nephews could hear it, I said, God, I know that you take care of little things. And I know from what he says, this phone is in deep trouble. It doesn't fall stories upon stories and make it on the hard ground. But God, I want you to try to save that phone. Now, we can pray for miracles, we can expect miracles, but frankly, most of the time we don't. And as a result, we rarely see them. And so I just said, God, please. So we go down there because it takes us a while to get out. The phone is gone. We can't find the phone. And the reason why we can't find the phone is several cars came by. It was a huge parking area and parked right where the phone was. So now we're deeply in trouble because it's not going to survive that, and we think it's under one of the tires. And we're about to walk away, and over on a bench we see something, and it's a phone. And my nephew comes over and says, hey, here's a phone. Here's my phone. And he says, and it's not going to work. And then the next thing you know, the phone, he says, well, there's a scratch on it, one of them says. Well, the other says, that scratch has been there forever. Here's somebody driving around while we're walking down, sees this dark object against the black macadam, picks it up, puts it over there, drives past it. Behold a miracle. Life doesn't always fall together, and we know it's not Disney World and everything go happily ever after. And for some of you guys, it's not happily ever after. I understand that. Let's look at Matthew 17:21 quickly. He replied, because your faith is much too small, what I'm about to tell you is true. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, it is enough. You can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Start this day off with whatever tragedy you're struggling with, or whatever phone you can't find, or whatever problem exists in your life. And let's ask and turn that over right now in prayer to God. God, I just ask that you bring something to my friends more significant than that phone. And when you bring it to their minds, God, I pray that you will help answer and heal and work with them, perform a miracle in their life that is more than they can ask or think about their relationship with their wife, or redemption or restoration with the child, or something that happens good for them in their church or in where they work. God, show them your miraculous power today. In Jesus' name, amen. Now remember, God is quite the conversationalist, so talk and listen to God today.